The astute, confident anchor Erin Burnett has been analyzing the news for almost a decade on CNN's Outfront. With a primetime position, millions of dollars a year, and a reputation as one of CNN's most dependable staff members, she has the perfect job. Despite her calm demeanor, she has weathered some storms that would scare anyone. You realize that even Erin has scars from a string of personal and professional losses rather than a single catastrophic event. Keep an eye out, since these revelations show that this woman is stronger than she seems. Let's start with her personal life, as that's where the cracks first show up. Erin married David Rubalata, a financial expert, in 2012. The couple has 3 kids, Niall, Colby, and Owen. That sounds like a happy ending, doesn't it? Not so fast. Before she married David, she was engaged to an unnamed man in the middle of the 2000s. It's difficult to lose a fiancé, but she's kept it bottled up since that broke apart. Then David's life wasn't always simple. She hinted to the challenging issue of balancing a full-time journalism profession with fatherhood in 2022, when she told The Cut that she's up between 2 and 5 a.m., driven by lists and coffee. Though it's not terrible in the sense that it would make for a headline. Raising children while the world watches your every move is a subtle type of savagery. After that, everyone became apprehensive due to health-related concerns. In 2017, Erin made an appearance on TV with her right eye swelled shut, appearing red and swollen as though she had been in a brawl. Fans of X went bananas, asking whether she was okay and if something horrible had happened. She downplayed it in a tweet, saying it was just a bad cold that hit her just before the show. All right, but her blinking is still talked about a lot in 2024. Some individuals describe it as excessive and distracting in Reddit discussions and X posts, while others wonder if it's a nerve problem or stress. Erin has never brought up the burden of being live every night and having people focus on your face instead of your reporting. It's a kind of slow torture. At work, it hasn't been simple either. Erin quit Goldman Sachs in 2011 to work on CNN, then CNBC, before rejoining CNN for Outfront. Despite her extraordinary fortitude, she has suffered from reporting the battles in Afghanistan and Ukraine and talking to grieving family members. In 2020, she broke down in tears when she spoke on television with Maura Lewinger, a widow who lost her husband to COVID. Unable to control her emotions, Erin said it helped her feel less like a frigid anchor and more like just a person. She then endured months of death threats in 2021 from a Canadian guy, which were directed at her, her family, and her employees. Hatred like that persists even after the police reported the man. She told The Cut that trolls continue to have an impact on her even after all these years. When they shout about your worth online, it's hard to ignore them. Setbacks have also plagued her career. When she founded Outfront, she was targeted by critics who cited a 2011 Occupy Wall Street program called Seriously, that some, like Glenn Greenwald, condemned as biased because it was produced when she was working on Wall Street. She has stayed out of the biggest scandals that her network has seen, but she is not immune to criticism. Donald Trump has previously branded her dumb on X. She also committed a live error in 2024, when she used an F-bomb while quoting a Trump story about a burial for a soldier. After the video went viral, the critics stepped in, despite her prompt apology. It's hardly a firing offense, but it's another imperfection on that well-polished armor. The following describes the heartbreak in all of this. Instead of being loud, Erin's misfortunes are the kind that compound. She has talked about the difficulties of raising 3 children by herself during a pandemic while reporting on it, the threats, the continuous public criticism, fertility problems, a broken engagement, and a miscarriage scare prior to her first kid. Even though she is 48 years old and still going strong, you can feel the weight. She asserts that having children changed her, increasing her awareness of how short life is and making her frightened of not protecting them. Because her narrative is a human tragedy rather than a news item, it has resonance. Put differently, there isn't a one disastrous event that defines Erin Burnett. The continuous onslaught of personal failures, work-related stress, and the silent battle to survive is tragic in and of itself. You now understand that there's a lot more going on behind those eyes, even though she's still smiling and outwardly visible. Do you think this changes how you see her? Tell me.